Today, we're going to be making a project that people actually want. This is going to be a great seller, and it's only at a Scrapwood. If you've been a subscriber of the channel for a while, you know that this is not our normal shop. And that's because we moved shops. We moved houses. Now we've got a house with a full unfinished basement, so this is going to be our shop. And it came with a piano. This is a super easy project. It's customizable. You can make it any size you want, and it's to hold your 5x7 photos. Everyone's got these. They got them in bins in their closet, so let's get them on the wall. So here's what you need. One scrap piece of 2x4 and one scrap piece of either 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch ply. Like I said, you can customize this to be any size. This board is 28 inches by, well, it doesn't really matter. 12 inches, way too big, and then this 2x4 is almost 30 inches. All right, let's measure up these photos. So these are 5x7s that are 4 inches by 6 inches. These are 4x6s. Okay, well, it can work for any size, like I said. So I want to display 6 photos, fish over chicks. I don't know why we made a cake with the logo, but that's awesome. 6 times 4 is 24. So we only need 24 inches of this board, and we're gonna leave a little bit of overhang on each side so these can actually stay in. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get this board cut to 24 inches in length. And you're also gonna cut your 2x4 to 24 inches in length. And we're making these cuts on our brand new 18.5 foot long miter stand. Why did we make it that long? I don't know. Now that our boards are the right length, we're going to figure out the width. So these photos, like I said, are 6 inches. So we're going to cut this to width of 6 3/4 inches. That way on the bottom and on the top, we'll have 3/8 inches of space. And that's what we're going to adhere our 2x4 to. We certainly need a push stick, and then build this table saw into the bench. But it's a new shop, guys. Get excited. Woo! If you notice, this might be the first time you've ever seen me wear safety glasses in the shop, and that's because these glasses were gifted to me by a nice woman at Revision. Revision Eyewear, they make all the eyewear for the military. I was at my other job doing some work for them, and I was telling her about the channel, and I was like, yeah, we don't wear safety glasses, we should. I was like, you think your glasses could protect from sawdust? And she was like, yeah, our military glasses can definitely protect from sawdust. The military uses them. And then I was like, great, I'm gonna buy a pair. And then like an hour later, she was like, here, have a pair for you and John. And she just gave us a pair. So I said, I'll give you a free shout out. I've been wearing these and my eyes have never been so protected. Except the other night when John and I were in the living room and he shot me in the eye with a nail gun. True story. Maybe I need these all the time. John's a bad person.
Well, leave a link to Revision Eyewear in the description, I think.
Back to the build. Before we make our next cut on the table saw, we do need a push stick, so we're gonna make one.
Looks like a shoe.
It does look like a shoe.
Like a boot.
That's a pretty good push stick for like, just like going for it. We will be selling these on Etsy for $350 a pop. If you want one, link in the description. Setting our rib fence 1/2 inch away from the blade, and then we're just gonna run this whole piece through. We've got a push stick, we've got eye protection, no dust collection, no mask. We're doing half of what we're supposed to do. So now we're gonna take this piece back over to the table saw, and we're gonna leave a 3/8 inch gap right here and right here. And then the rest of this all the way through, that's gonna be cut completely out. Basically, we're doing a dado, but we're only gonna do it about 1/4 inch high. So how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna set the rip fence 3/8 inches away from the blade, lock it, lower the blade down to 1/4 inch high, and then I'm gonna run this through all the way, flip it, run it through again on the other side, and then I'm gonna move the fence 1/8 inch away from the blade, do that again, cut, flip, until we've hollowed out the entire middle. Now we're just gonna take this and cut it right in half all the way through, so we'll have 2 of these little L-shaped pieces. With these 2 pieces cut in half, we can kind of see what the idea is. Remember, we left 3/8 inches of thickness here because this 3/8 inch cut is going to get glued right down here, and then this one is gonna get glued up here towards the edge of the plywood. So now all that's left to do, put a little bit of glue on it, and then put some spring clamps, wait, sand stain, we'll be done. That was way too much glue, but we don't have a glue squeeze bottle, so it's going in the empty screw can, and we're gonna do it with our finger. You can also brad nail this if you want, but we're not gonna. Now just simply line it up to the edge and clamp it. Now do that with the other side. Now just let it sit for a couple hours. We'll come back, we'll sand it, stain it, and show you how we're gonna put it on the wall. All right, we let this dry for overnight. We just kind of forgot about it. But now we're gonna take it over to the miter saw and just clean up those edges just a little bit. All that's left to do now is sand it. We're gonna hit it with 120, and then we'll stain it. Now we're gonna stain it with some honey walnut. How are we gonna hang it up? Velcro. It's a pretty easy solution. Velcro is super easy, and this thing does not need to support much weight at all. And these can support 20 pounds. So we'll just put one of them on each side. These are just the regular command ones. Let's get some photos in it. So you can do it one of two ways. You can either put one side down and then bend the top, or you can just come in from the side like that and slide them in. And just like that, 6 photos fit perfectly on this photo hanger. Let's go get on the wall. Like I said, this is a super easy project, Scrapwood. With working time, not including gluing and everything, this was probably only 15, 20 minutes of building. I mean, it was a super quick project. I don't think you'd have any problem getting $20, $25 for this, maybe even 30. I mean, this is a super cool and customizable project. So if someone does have a 5x7, like we thought these were, then you can customize it to whatever size photos they have. Guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching our first video back in the new shop. I hope you liked it. Check out Revision Eyewear in the link below if you're interested in any of their stuff. But yeah, can't wait to keep moving into this shop, building stuff, and making this our dream shop. We'll see you in the next one. Guys, if you like that video, click right here to watch our most recent video, which who knows what that could be, or click right here to watch 100 woodworking projects. That's the video we'll put up there.